Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in to my Watch Me Wednesday episode number 111. Yes, it's episode number 111. Do you believe it? It's kind of been a wild ride for me, and right now, we are in the midst of this coronavirus, and we're all kind of stuck inside trying to find things to do. Hey, Laura, how are you? And today, other than my Watch Me Wednesday, I can tell you I did get my morning workout in, and then I walked with my parents. My parents have only seen me and my husband during this time. So it's been a little difficult for them. Hey, there's my Brian. It was my Brian's birthday yesterday. Everybody wish Brian a happy birthday. So anyway, I walked with my parents this morning and then came home and I started mask making, and I'm still in that mask making mode. That hopefully I think will wane off by the end of the week. I've made a ton of them and still have a lot to give, but I think I'm nearing the end of that. But I hope you are all doing super well during this time, staying busy as you can in your house, staying healthy and staying safe. So what I have for you today is kind of this, I got a little Christmas present, if you will, or a little goodie present in the mail the other day from Island Batik, who I design fabrics for. And this was kind of special to me because I know I've showed you the batiking process before, but these Batik Tjaps that I received in the mail are actually from my very first line that I designed solely for Island Batik. So I can't wait to share these with you. They're going to go on display in my house, and I'm going to show you them. These are my designs that I've hand drawn, and they've turned into these copper chops. And they're really, really cool. I have not cleaned them up. They came packaged one way, and I'm going to show you what they look like. So the first one I'm going to show you, now these are all made out of copper. This is the back. This is what they hold on to. That's the stamp part. So it's a handle that they hold on to, and you can see how kind of grimy and dirty and filled with wax it is. But that is what that looks like, and they will dip the chop in hot wax and then stamp the fabric. So they usually start off with fabric like this. It's a white batik, and they'll start off and they'll stamp it with the wax. But this particular chop was one of my most popular designs in the Feline Fine. So it was the kitty cats. So can you see the kitty cats made into that chopper or copper stamp? Isn't that cool? So that was my design. So let's see if I can you see them? I think you can see them good there. So this is the fabric and this is the chop. Okay. So you see how they take the copper wires or copper metal sheets, and they form it into the shapes that the designer draws out, and they create that copper chop. So this was one of the fabrics. It was the pink, and yes, they're mine now, Laura, yay. In the yellow, I had it done in the pink, and I had it done in this one. These are just scraps I actually have left over, so I don't have any more of these available, but that is the size of this copper chop. So you can see kind of how big it is. It's about as wide as me, sort of. So that's a wide chop, okay? It's pretty dirty, but anyway, that's the first one. So those kitty cats, I don't have any more of those. I actually made, from my scraps, I did make face masks. This one I kept. This is my face mask. It's got the kitty cats on the front and the back. Okay. The next chop I want to show you was the stripe. Now this one I'll show you in size. It's a little bit smaller than the kitty cat faces, so you can see how much smaller it is in size. See, it kind of fits there, and it's got the same handle. They wrapped it in, I guess, fabric or something. I'm not quite sure what it's wrapped in, but it's easier on their hands. So this is the stripe, the paw stripe. And you can see it's much more dense. The copper metal and sheeting that they bend it into is much more dense here, because when they stamp it in the wax, this is the print, okay? If you will, so there's the stripe, and there's, okay? So they have to, where I wanted solid color to show, like in the paws and in the stripe where I wanted it solid, they had to create the chop by, you know, being a little more dense in those areas. So that's pretty cool. So this fabric, I don't have any more of the pink, but yeah, I do have a whole bolt of it in purple. So this one I do have, and these are all discounted on my site too. I think they're on sale for $7.16. So I don't have a lot left, but what I have is super discounted. So this one is the paw that I designed. I am so thrilled to have this. Just thrilled. And then the third one that was sent to me, so I only got 3 back, which is okay. Sometimes they have to keep them because if a quilt shop reorders, they need to have them because they're all hand stamped. So this one, so this is the print, okay? And when you take a look at the chop, here's the chop, and you can see again in the center of the flowers, the copper is a little more dense in there because you can see how the purple is filled in there. So again, these are all handcrafted. They're pretty heavy. So can you imagine lifting this over and over and over again, stamping yards and yards and yards of fabric? You build up, actually these are great. Now that I'm thinking, I've been using water bottles for my weights in the morning for my workouts. I could use these, right? I should weigh these and see how much they weigh. But anyway, that's the chop for this. This is like one of the only little pieces I have left in that color, but I do have this one. This is all I have left. I think it's like a yard and a quarter of this color in that chop, and that's on my site as well. I would get some mussels, right? I work on those daily. I do. So those are the 3 chops that I got. But here I want to show you some of the other fabrics that I do have left. I didn't get these chops, but I wish I did. This one is one of the ones that I have left. I think I have 3/4 of a yard of this left. But it has the flowers on it. And it has the kitty faces. There they are, the kitty faces. And the paws, where are the paws, and fish and mice. And this was a whole different chop. So if you can imagine, they had to, you know, put those flowers and the kitty faces and the paws into another chop. And the fish bones. And then this was another chop that was done. These are the kibble. So they had to do another one for the kibble, and that one's pretty cool. I didn't get that chop, but that's I have this left. And then the only other one that I have left is just this purple fish bones. So those are some of the fabrics that I have left in the store, and if you want to buy them up, this is it right here in my hands. That's it. This is all I got left, and so if you want it, it's yours. It's on sale for I think 15 or 16 a yard, something like that. But what I think is the coolest part are the actual chops that are created out of the designs that I drew. And they create these. I mean, this in and of itself is an art form, making these chops. So I mean, the process that goes into it is amazing. Yes, Kyra, there's my face mask. right? I made a lot of them out of the Feline Fine scraps that I had. But the process, this I mean, is a definite art form, making these chops. So these artisans who make these, can you imagine? I should ask them how long it actually takes to make a chop. And I guess it's dependent on the design, but it's spelled TJAPS, but you say it's CHOPS. So that's what I got. Those were the goodies that I got in the mail, and I'm so tickled to have them. And yes, they are going to go on display in here, probably in my studio. I got to figure out how I want to display them. I might put them on top of my cabinets here. So I hope you enjoyed that. I can't tell you, every time I look at them when I walk in the room, since I got them, I just got them a few days ago, I'm just so excited that I have them in my hands because they were my original design. So I'm pretty excited about that. So anyway, that's what I had for you today to take a peek at. I hope you are really all doing well, staying safe. And I'm sure that most of you probably have made your own face masks. If you didn't, you can watch my tutorial that I did. I did two kinds. I did the ones with the straps, and then the ones with elastic around the ears. So if you're looking for a tutorial for them, I do have that, and I can put the link above me when I'm done. So I hope that you all stay healthy, happy, safe, and get some sewing time in while you're in that house. I love you all. Thanks for showing up today, and I'm so happy that I was able to share my little surprise with you. Take care. See you soon. Bye.